Hello, everybody. It's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Robocop Rogue City. Before I get started, I have to say, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because if I don't do that, YouTube algorithm will bury this, and you won't even get it even if you're a subscriber. Yeah. Now, as for the details of this game, it was developed by Teon and published by Nacon, yeah, say that 3 times fast, and released on November 2nd of 2023 for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and PC. What exactly is this game? Well, it is a first-person shooter that takes place roughly between Robocop 2 and Robocop 3 that gives you a bunch of different stuff to it. Honestly, Teon has been kind of known for hit and miss. They did the Rambo game, which we all know is like one of the worst games ever made. And then they did the Terminator, Salvation or whatever it was. That actually was pretty good. This is actually better than that, so I give them credit. But here's a short synopsis that they say about this game. Become the iconic part man, part machine, all-cop hero as you attempt to bring justice to the dangerous, crime-ridden streets of old Detroit. It features armed with your trusty Auto 9 factory-built strength, gun, years of experience on the force, and a variety of tools at your disposal. You will fight forces seeking to destroy the city you call home in an all-new first-person explosive hunt for the truth. You have the power to decide how to fulfill prime directives in your own way. And honestly, that's not really that far away. Though it has a lot of running and gunning and shooting. Well, I shouldn't say running and gunning. I should say walking and gunning, because RoboCop walks like a damn tank. And honestly, that's part of the charm of this particular game. As you go through with your different weapons that you can pick up, because every time you kill an enemy, you can take their weapon, but of course, that has limited bullets. Your Auto 9 gun has unlimited bullets that you can switch to on the fly with a press of a button, which is actually pretty cool. And as you actually progress through the game, you can go to certain people, and there's different dialogue options you can choose. And this actually does change some things up if people like you or not. Now, it doesn't really change the whole game, but certain parts of it does tweak. So I do appreciate the fact that making a certain decision actually does alter somewhat of the game, even though it doesn't really change the gameplay. Let's be honest. This gameplay is just running around shooting enemies. Honestly, you can't go wrong. Think about it. Think about it. You can't go wrong when you're shooting like rapists in the dick, right? And honestly, as you go around in this first-person game, it's very, very slow and methodical. There's lots of action-oriented pieces where you're going through areas and just shooting and blowing away all these enemies. And then you'll come to an area where it slows down and almost turns like into a Batman game, where you have to actually pull up your thing and actually to scan the area to get information to figure out where else to go. And it's done pretty decent. It really is done quite decent. Honestly, the overall plot, I think, is the weakest. Really, the plot of this is stupid. It's involving a new threat that's taken over the city known as the New Guy. Yeah, the New Guy. How original, right? And he's so powerful that all these other gangs are wanting to pretty much get a deal cut with the New Guy. So they start doing wacky stuff. And it's just pretty much cannon fodder. It's just an excuse for you to go and kill a bunch of Mohawk thugs and shooting and blowing their arms off and stuff like that. This does have some issues to it, but honestly, Teon is kind of known for making games that are kind of janky. This is a AA game at best, even probably not that, but this is one of their better ones. It really honestly is. It's quite long too. I mean, you figure this game will take you anywhere from 10 to 15 hours to get through, and it has some different side quests you can do. There's like, quote, side, kind of sort of hidden collectibles, like side missions. You talk to people, you do stuff, you collect items that you find, and it's all used when you get over a level. You go back to your base and you level up, and you use it for experience points, and the experience points can be used in a very bare bones skill tree to give Robocop a certain boost on certain things, like better ammo power, special abilities like the ability to like do a ground pound sort of thing, like shockwave, I think it's called. And of course, along with this, you have your night vision and some other stuff as well. Honestly, hands down, I have to say, while let's be honest, the first RoboCop movie was really kind of cheesy and janky. I mean, after all, they had a dude falling out of a building that had arms longer than his body. Honestly, the gunplay was good. The ability to go to different modes to be able to lock on to enemies and shoot them was cool. Overall, the graphics of this is on Unreal Engine 5, and they're not the most best graphics for Unreal 5, but they're really good, especially considering Teon made this. Really, the backgrounds, the level designs are spot on from the original RoboCop movie. The fact that Peter Weller comes back and reprises his role as playing RoboCop with his voice, with him having his flashbacks of his normal life and seeing his family and friends. Honestly, even his cop sidekick returns, and even the guy in the police precinct comes back. I love the fact how true they stayed to their license. And I will have to say, I would love to see this company get big enough to do a AAA title. Really, I would, because they actually showed love and respect to this IP. They did that the same with the last Terminator game. That was actually good, too. They've come a long way from, Rambo? Oh my God, they've come a long, long way. Like I said, this is a 10 to 15 hour long game, and it is not exactly a full price game. They're charging $60 for this, not $70, because this is on PS5, so keep in mind, you're supposed to charge $70 for a PS5 game. No, this is $60, and I still think the price is kind of high for the overall quality product you get, and for how long it is, but honestly, it was actually pretty good. I mean, when you first start up, there's not really too many options, but it does allow you for either a graphics fidelity mode or a performance mode. I opted for performance mode so it runs a little bit smoother, because I generally always like to do that. But being able to grab people and throw them out windows and shoot them, pick up their own guns and shoot them with them, blowing off their arms and their heads. This game is gory. It's got some pretty decent environmental damage as well. Though I have noticed like bullet shots to the wall disappear and reappear. But there's stuff like columns, explodable barrels, propane tanks, stuff like that. The classic first-person shooter stuff. Hands down, it's not bad. But it does have some glitches. First of all, I have to point out, the lip syncing is terrible. There's been several times I've had characters, their mouth wasn't even moving and they were talking. I've had people I thrown into walls and the wall ate them. They totally disappeared or they get stuck in a wall. Like I said, once again, Teon is known for their overall AA quality. This is a AA quality game. If you can get past that, though, and get past the price, I have to say, this hands down is one of their best games they've made. It's fun to play, it really is. As soon as you start getting bored of the constant shooting, it mixes it up with some detective work. And as soon as you get done with that, you give tickets to cars. No kidding, tickets to cars and stuff like that. You go back to the shooting and mix it up, and honestly, it was fun. I enjoyed this game, and I can actually recommend it. So if you have a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series XS, or a PC, I can actually say, even though this price I think is too high, the game itself actually is good, and I would like to see this company make new games in the future that are even better, and they seem to be doing that. So I can actually recommend that you go out and play, pick up and buy Robocop Rogue City. Please leave in the comments if you agree or disagree with me on this review. Is there anything I left out of it that you want to mention? Please give me lots of comments. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, here at Double Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details, and I did this all in one take. Peace out till next time, y'all.